guys, so we are back with a brand new video today. Please excuse my setup. I was actually going to film with my ring light and it started to like smoke, and I was just like, oh my god, this is not happening right now. So I'm afraid to turn it back on because again it was smoking from the inside. So right now I'm just utilizing my window in front of me and my two umbrella lights on the side of me. So if the lighting is off or if it's too bright, if it goes in and out, I so apologize. I just, you know, things happen. So in today's video, I kind of figured I would do a review and demo on the new Milani eyeshadow palettes. I do have both palettes here with me and I'm super excited about it. So if you guys want to see my thoughts, and of course just keep watching. Alright, so starting off, again, I do have the two Milani eyeshadow palettes. I did pick mine up from Walmart. They actually had it cheaper at Walmart for $14 compared to buying it online for $20. I was just like, that is amazing, because I told you guys I wanted to get my hands on a palette and I was going to buy it online, but I just couldn't like get myself to spend $20 for the eyeshadow palette because I know I wanted to get two of them versus just like one. So when I saw that Walmart had it, I was like, oh, how much is it? And then when I scanned it, I was like $14. So I was all over that. So yeah, again, they do have two new eyeshadow palettes. The first one is called Bold Obsessions. First of all, the packaging is amazing. It is like a gold packaging, and you do have a few of the eyeshadows right here on top. And here is the actual product itself. Again, gold packaging. And this actually reminded me, when I first saw it on Instagram, it reminded me of like the Stila eyeshadow palettes or like the Tarte eyeshadow palettes. But I kind of feel like it lends itself more so towards like Stila. And then on the back, you do have the names of the eyeshadows, which I think is so amazing, because sometimes companies tend to have the plastic cover with the names on it, and once you lose that, then of course you lose the names of the eyeshadows. So the fact that they have the names actually on the back of it, I think is so genius, and I'm very happy about that. Again, this one is the Bold Obsessions eyeshadow palette. You do have a nice mirror on top, and then on the bottom here are the shadows. So really pretty eyeshadows. This one has a mixture of shimmer shades and matte shadows in here, and I just think it's a well-rounded, versatile palette. You have your burgundies, your golds, you have your black, you have your deeper browns, you know, just a really nice palette. So again, this is what it looks like. And then the next one that we have is the Most Loved Mattes eyeshadow palette. Again, same thing with the packaging. It is gold, and you have the actual eyeshadows up here, and then inside you have the name of the shadows on the back, and then on the inside again you have a mirror, and then you do have your matte shadows down here. This one is more like your warm tone eyeshadow palette in terms of the colors that they have in here, and this is what it looks like. Again, these are a dead ringer for the Stila eyeshadows. I think if you want a more affordable options, this might be the way to go depending on how the pigmentation is. So I guess we can just go ahead and start diving in with some swatches. I'm not going to swatch every single shadow because I do have two palettes here in front of me. Just probably swatch like a few out of each one. So starting off with the Bold Obsessions, I'll go ahead and swatch this gold color in the middle. You guys know I'm a sucker for like gold eyeshadows. That's like the one shadow that has to be amazing in every single eyeshadow palette that I own, because I love a good gold eyeshadow. Ooh, look at that. Can you guys see that? That's pretty. Really pretty. All right, let's dive into this burgundy color because it's calling my name. All right, swatch this one. This burgundy one is not as pigmented, so let's double back in here to get some more color off of it. That's what that one looks like. So I did have to go back in to build up the pigmentation for that one, but again, it's a really pretty color. And then let's dive into this black. I'm not really like a fan of black, but I do think it's good to have a nice black in the eyeshadow palette just to kind of create some more like smoky, dramatic looks. So let's see what it's talking about. That's pigmented. Ooh. All right, let's double back in that one too. It's not the blackest black that I've seen, but at the same time it's not horrible either. Again, you just have to probably build up the intensity of that color, which is fine because whenever you're going with black, you don't want to just go in with it. You tend to just kind of like build it up. So it's not bad. I mean, again, definitely has some pigmentation there, but it's not like the blackest black that I've seen, you know. So let's dive into the Most Loved Matte eyeshadow palette. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna take this orange color. I love a good orange in the crease. I think it looks really good against my skin tone. All right, so that is the burnt orange. I did have to build up the intensity of the eyeshadow. Moving on to this purple color. Let's try that one. All right, so that one is really pigmented. Probably one of the best swatches I've had so far. That's the purple. And then let's try this deeper mauve color. All right, and that is the swatch for that one. So really good swatches. I think so far between the two, the matte palette definitely swatched better than the Bold Obsessions. But of course, you guys know swatching it and applying it to your eyes is like two different things. So I am going to use both eyeshadow palettes for my makeup look today. I have no idea what I'm going to film. We always just tend to wing it. So let's go ahead and dive into the eyes. All right, so for eyeshadow primer, if you guys are like super close, just want you guys to see like my eye look. But for eyeshadow primer, we're gonna use a Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. You guys know this is like a everyday step for me in my routine. I should have used my Milani eyeshadow primer, but you know, just wanted to use what I always use. All right, diving into the Most Loved Matte eyeshadow palette, I am going to take this color right here in the corner. This one is called You're a Peach, and I'm just going to apply that all over my eyes to set my eyeshadow primer. All right, and then diving into, again, the Most Loved Matte eyeshadow palette, I am going to take this color called, this color right here. This one is called Catch a Tan, and apply that in my crease. All right, and then going into the color underneath that is this burnt orange color. I'm going to apply that as well. That one is called Hiking in Sedona. All right, so I'm gonna put the Most Loved Matte palette down temporarily and dive into the Bold Obsessions eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna use the gold. I'm going to just try something different. I think I'm going to go in with, I'm trying to to think, should I just do like an all matte eye and just like do like the inner tear duct with like some kind of like shimmer? Let's take this color right here. The burgundy color is called Red Between the Lines, and apply that on the lid. All right, and then on top of that, I'm just going to apply this color right here. That one is called Blazing Hot. All right, and then going back into the Most Love Matte eyeshadow palette, just want to deepen out, or deepen up the outer V of my eyes. So I'm just going to take this brown color right here in the corner. This one is called Umber the Sun, and apply that in my outer V. All right, you guys, for my under eyes, I just used that burgundy color called Red Between the Lines for my lower lash line, and then I also just put the gold color called Gold Together in my inner tear duct, because you guys know I could not use a gold. Like, it wouldn't be me. All right, for highlighter, we're going to use the Milani Strobe Light and Glowing #4, which just looks like this. And I'm going to use my Anastasia A23 brush to just highlight my face. You guys know this highlighter is really pretty. They do have some other colors that I do want to get my hands on, but for right now, I just have this one. Guys, and then for the lips, we're going to use the new Milani Amore Shine. I have it in the color called Temptation. You guys, these are so pretty. I just love the consistency of these. If you haven't tried it out, you guys are definitely missing out. You guys know they have like the best lip products in the drugstore. So And yeah, you guys, that's pretty much the finished look that we have here. Lips are popping, highlight is on fleek, eyes look really pretty, and I must say I am definitely impressed with these new Milani eyeshadow palettes. If I had to say just pick one, because I know it's quite expensive, I would definitely say get the Most Loved Matte eyeshadow palette, only because I kind of feel like the pigmentation of these was a little bit better compared to the Bold Obsessions. I just kind of feel like with that palette, you had to definitely build up the pigmentation to get the intensity and the color payoff. But I kind of feel like the Most Loved Matte was more consistent in my opinion. Again, somebody else might feel differently compared to me. With that being said, the Bold Obsessions was not a bad eyeshadow palette. I just think, again, the pigmentation, you have to definitely build on top of it. You guys saw when I applied that burgundy shadow on my eyelid, it was kind of patchy when applying it. And I had to definitely wet my brush to get the intensity of the shimmer shades. I will say if you wet it, the intensity of the shimmer shades is really pretty, but on its own it's not gonna look the best. So I do think you can probably pass on the Bold Obsessions, because there are other shimmer shades in other palettes that you can probably blend with the Most Loved Matte. But I do think for a drugstore matte eyeshadow palette, it's probably one of the best ones that's out there so far. If I had to compare it to like the e.l.f. Matte for Matte, I do think the Milani one is a little bit better because you have more color options to choose from, because the e.l.f. one is more like of a nude eyeshadow palette. But I do think they did an awesome job with these palettes, you guys. Definitely check it out. Again, I got mine from Walmart. It was $14. If you go to their website, it costs $20. So try to get it from Walmart if you can find it. But if you can't find it, then of course just check out their website. It's $20. But I would definitely just say, if you had to just choose one, get the Most Loved Matte eyeshadow palette. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy my video. Like always, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Again, you guys, thumbs up, it definitely helped me out because I am a smaller channel. So definitely thumbs up, subscribe, share it to your friends, you know, your family members. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.